Welcome everybody. Welcome out to Conscious Life. We're here today with your girl, Crystal Chemistry. Crystal Liz, crystallize your mind, your heard, and your boy.
I am that I. You already know, man. I am that I am. You're in the Conscious Life.
I love it. I love it.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that like button below. In today's segment, we're going to be moving right along into signs. Okay? Signs. What do signs mean? Signs and symbology. Alrighty, because there are a lot of different things, and I know actually we have a little symbology going on here that we can share with you. And I actually painted this myself by hand. He and we painted this and came up with the design. But as you see, we have a yellow triangle, which the triangle is symbolic of a few different things. We can even relate it to mind, body, and soul, or any trilogy for that matter of fact. And then we have a circle. Okay, we have a circle, and the circle is symbolic of a lot of different things, but definitely of unity and of continuation, of infiniteness, and of togetherness. The circle is really one of the basic shapes that we all can recognize, and even colors mean a lot of things. And colors can heal through a lot of different avenues. And if you ever get a chance, we'll go ahead and look through some things. We'll talk about some Spectro-Chrome healing and some other therapies that people can use for color healing. But nonetheless, shapes within themselves also heal. So that's Biogeometrics. So if you want to go into biogeometry and different nature. So then we also have the symbol of the atom. All right, what does the atom mean? We have that. All right, and the atom actually has a few different shapes within itself, because the atom, which is the base of all mankind, is supposed to be. It's also supposed to be the base of carbon, the carbon symbolism. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, and the atom can be indicative of a lot of different things. It's symbolic of a lot of different things, but more so, I know here we related to super energy. We related to the basic concept of man or person or any building block of the universe in general, because the atom is really at the atomic structure of everything in creation today. Yes. And if we want to even really kind of tie that back to Adam and Eve, we can do that too. Basic creation, and that, the basic creation story. And if you do a little research, you'll dig up a few things there as well. But within the atom symbolism, we also there's a star that's created when you look at the atom, a 6-point star. And I know that a lot of people might recognize a 6-point star to be related with Jewish religion, or even some other kind of different things. The Star of David, yes, good one. And really, the 6-point star is its own thing. As is all symbology. Symbols and signs are just the mind's language. It's the language of the mind. Okay. Your mind thinks in symbols. It doesn't say, okay, here's A-P-P-L-E, an apple. It sees an apple. It sees, the picture of an apple, an image. That's the way your mind works. Your eyes can look at different things. Your mouth can speak different things. But your mind, the way that it communicates, just like I'm talking English right now, and you can understand that. He'll speak Creole, and people who speak Creole can understand that. Your mind, the thing that connects us all is the image, because we all can see different things, and that kind of moves us to the next symbol within the symbol. We have a hexagon here as well, which we can kind of relate to a honeycomb or the bee, which is ancient knowledge, and we'll go there with the bee and the scarab, and they symbolize a lot of different things with higher levitation and knowledge and higher understanding and application of wisdom, how to use it, how to maneuver with the knowledge that you're given. And then we're going to go into the eye, the eyeball here. What is the eye? Because I have an eye. I know a lot of people will go, you have an eye. I am that I am.
I am that I am.
The
eye of Ra.
The eye of Ra. So let's say, we can talk about the eye. The eye is symbolic of a lot of different things. I know a lot of people will relate this to what is it, Illuminati or Satanism or something of that nature. But this is what I want people to remember, okay? there's no symbol here, or I mean, symbols can be indicative, or they are symbolic of different things, but anything can be used for the good or for the bad. It's the energy that you apply to it. A thing by itself is no precedence by itself. That's like a gun. People say, oh, guns are horrible, but if I just got a gun sitting right here, it's not doing any harm to you or I.
Not at all.
Nothing at all. You know what I mean? Just having it present doesn't do anything. But if I pick it up and I decide to use it against someone, you know what I mean? Or, you know, and use it with force that might, you know, kill someone. Or if I'm out here just, you know, shooting balloons or something like that. You know, whatever you use it for is what is the energy that it's going to carry. Okay, so if it's used for a negative purpose, that's because the intent that was put into it was negative. If it's used for a positive purpose, maybe it's used to stop somebody that's trying to bring harm against you. You know what I mean? And not that you necessarily want to kill them or dead them, but let's say it will maim them to the fact that they won't be pursuing you like they should, or that like they will want to. You know what I mean? It stops them from actively pursuing you and brings you to a safe place. So some people use guns for safety, which is also, I feel like it's nothing wrong. I own a gun. I have a concealed weapons license. I don't think it's anything wrong with owning a gun and really protecting yourself, because there are things out here that you probably need to be protected from. And quite frankly, I know we live in the South. I know some of our viewers might not live in the South, but the South is still the South. Okay, so don't forget that if you're visiting. And you know, if you're ever in the Florida area, or you know, even Georgia, some of the southern regions here, you know what I mean, the South is still the South. Yeah. So I'll leave that at that. But going back to the eye, the all-seeing eye, or the eye of Ra, is really what it is, or it's really is what it is third eye activation. It's really talking to a spiritual body. It's talking to your spiritual mind, is what it's tapping into. So it has nothing to do with, you know, the Illuminati. People see the pyramids, or they see the all-seeing eye, or this, that, and the other, and they relate it to symbols of the Illuminati, or different things that they've heard or read or seen. But what I do want you to understand is, in all symbology, you can relate symbology. There's a positive and negative side to everything. There's a good and bad to everything. Yeah. Okay, so just remember, like an apple is an apple by itself. I can sit an apple right here on the table. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a better example than a gun, because people, you know, they get a little nervous with guns. But let's say I put an apple right there. Okay, now I can eat the apple and it does his body well. You know what I mean? Yes. Or I could take the apple and I could throw it at his head and boop, hit him in the head with it. Now, does that mean the apple is bad because it hit him and it hurt him in the head? No, the apple is still an apple. You know what I mean? It's what you do with the apple. Intention. Ooh, that was powerful. Intention is huge. Yeah. The power of intention. If you ever get a chance to look up Mr. Wayne Dyer, he has a lot of different things on the power of intention that are pretty good. But, you know, always be mindful. And really what the eye does is keep a protective shield over you when you're going out here and you're exploring and you're learning different things. Don't lose your base. You know what I mean? Don't get lost in the world of knowledge. Understand that, you know, another thing is you'll never know everything, because the world is constantly creating and it's constantly changing and it's infinite. Yes. It continues to go on and on and on for millennia to eons. You know what I mean? There is no end. There is no beginning. It just continues and it continues. Well, there is an end in the beginning, but the world continues on. You know what I mean? And the universe, rather, and the galaxy. I mean, life at a whole. Yeah, it ends the cycles. We go through cycles. All of us have a death day. Everybody gonna die one day, and don't be afraid to die. You know what I mean? Scared to die. Don't be afraid to die. Death is gonna come to you one day. Okay, though, you know what I mean? Some sooner than others, but it's a part of life, and it's something that is necessary. You know what I mean? So don't be. I think we have this stigma here, at least in the United States, I know, about death. People are so afraid of death, and it's like, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid of something that you're going to it naturally occurs. Okay?
I feel like it's because, like, around, you know, like, people, like, they feel like people been teaching that for a long time, you know, like, death is like the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, so people scared to die. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But say they was teaching that after death you will come back here again. People were like, I don't care.
Yes,
I die,
exactly.
I'll come back. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it's because, you know what I mean, the teaching of people
The
scared
fear.
the fear of dying.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because people feel like they will never, you know what I mean, see their loved ones again.
Yeah.
You probably not remember, you know what I mean, but you'll come back and see, you know what I mean, people you being seen before. You know what I mean? It's just like a loss of
feel
memory,
that vibration,
you know what I
feel
mean?
so
Yeah.
familiar, like, I feel like I know that person from somewhere. I've seen them before.
Yeah.
That familiar stuff. Yeah, that deja vu every now and then.
Man. Yeah, it happens every now
Memory.
and then. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
memory.
Oh, yeah.
We don't lose all our memory when we die.
Absolutely
you know what I mean? Or
not.
when
Never.
we
Cellular
pass
memory.
away,
Your cells, your body, your whole body. You know, you die and get tapped into some dust. You know, earth, ashes to ashes. You go ahead, you return back to the earth. And that one little micro cell, you know what I mean? It encapsulates your whole entire life. Everything that's happened in your life from beginning to end, all experiences you've gone through to help make you who you are today, like, boom, there it is. And then just like a tree, you know,
like I did again.
Whew, there it is, blossoming again.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The fruit never stops giving.
Yeah.
But that's simply about symbology though. I just want to touch on a few things there. So symbols are the language of the mind. Simply. That's just exactly what they are. When you see symbols, when you look at things, when you're driving down the road, or even signs, when different things come to you, these are the language of the mind. Pay attention to what you're thinking when different things come into your space. Okay, you're riding down the street and you're thinking about something really intently, and then something comes on the radio, or a car comes in front of you with something on your tag, a bumper sticker, or this, that, and the other. These signs are coming to you. Or you're at work and somebody says something, right along the lines of what you were just thinking about a minute ago. This is confirmation. Okay, this is called alignment. And really, that's what symbols are. Symbols are clues to your alignment. You're supposed to be living in alignment. Your mind, body, and spirit are supposed to be in unity. They're supposed to be living in alignment. But the thing is, we get so out of line. Your thoughts are out of alignment with what your body's doing. Your body is out of alignment with what your soul is telling you to do. And you're just going in different directions. So really, our ancient ancestors and different people of past times, they knew the knowledge of knowing to keep everything all inclusive and aligned. Keep your mind, body, and soul all together aligned. Keep your thought in line with what your body is doing and what your soul is speaking to you to do. And that's when you will get the best results. That's when things will be happening in your life. That's when you'll see the best results in your life that you always wanted, the things you dreamed of, the things that you thought of. You'll see that manifestation in your life. You can bring these things out of the cloudery of fictitious I want into this is really what's going on, because that's really how we create anyway. The whole way, and that goes back to the basic atomic structure, the structure of atom, how we create anyway. In the beginning, everything that is here is made of some kind of matter or atom. Everything, even spiritual essence, you see. So the thing is, and it may be, on the other side of, and we can talk about the basic principle of as above, so below. Because that kind of goes into when I say two sides of everything, like they say there's God and then there's the devil, right?
Yeah.
So that's two sides of everything.
Yes.
But really, we know that there's really only one basic source, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's all encompassing of everything. There's one basic all-inclusive source. So there is really no power greater than source, right? That's just source splitting itself off, right? The devil or whatever we call it, negative powers. It's two of everything. You got the devil and God. You got good and bad. You got up and down. You got left and right. There's always going to be that duality. You know what I mean? There's always going to be those two sides. So the fact is, when you have knowledge of the fact that there are things that are being projected in duality, then you have to come back to a complete alignment, which is a one alignment with source. And your mind, body, and your soul should be on the same mission to do different things. And really where a lot of people get lost at is they don't know what their soul is telling them to do. People don't talk to themselves anymore. People, you crazy if you're talking to yourself these days. People don't know what's going on in their own minds, bodies, and souls because they don't have that conversation. They don't take time. You must take time for yourself. See what it is you really want to do. See what it is you're really supposed to do. See where your gifts and your talents lie. See what it is you do really well. See what you would do if nobody paid you to do it. You just gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
This just makes me happy. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do this. You know what I mean? I just love to do that. I love to learn. I love to, you know what I mean, make jewelry. I love to apply things. I love to do hair. I love to, whatever it is that you love to do. I love to make music. I love to write music. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? That you feel like you are giving, it makes you your happiest when you're doing it, and you would do it for free anyway. You would do it whether nobody pays you to do. Find that thing and make money out of it.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's all it is.
Really.
I mean, that's all it is, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, when we talk about, you know what I mean, creation of God, you know what I mean, shapes, symbols, you know what I mean, it's all come to all the creation. And you just gotta find what you like, you know what I mean, find the things that represent you, you know what I'm saying, that align with your spirits, you know what I'm saying, then you just strive to it, you know what I'm saying. It's just like anybody, you know what I mean, football players, basketball players, actors, actresses, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So that's all it is. You just gotta be focused, you know what I mean, because like when your mind's not focused, you cannot create nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you cannot do nothing at all.
Where your attention goes, where your energy goes, where your attention goes, energy flows.
Yes. You know what I mean? If your mind's scattered all over the place, you know what I mean, you're not set. What can you do?
Yeah.
What can you accomplish?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because like when you have too many things like running through your mind and stuff like that, you know what I mean, you don't even know where to start.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is with life too, you know what I'm saying? Life in general, you know what I mean? Like whether it's for a God, you know what I mean, or you just somebody who think they're just human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all the same. Like you know what I mean? Like me, I love this, you know what I'm saying? I love this triangle. You know what I mean? They see the triangle also represents strength. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Strength and power.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean, you can wear a triangle and you know what I mean, that can give you strength.
Vibrational. It changes the vibration of your aura. Just having the symbol on you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, that's the biogeometry we're talking about.
Biogeometry.
Yes.
Shaping symbols.
Yes. Yes. And these are things that our ancestors knew. These are things that the ancients knew. Or if we just want to talk about old civilizations, old people, this is what they knew. You know what I mean? This is not new science. This isn't new religion. This is not new anything. This is returning back to what we already knew.
Old science.
The old stuff. Like this is old chemistry. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, going back to the past, to the ancient. You know what I mean? To the ancient. That's all it is.
To the ancients.
Like, us coming back to our own self, or to our own creation.
Well, you know absolutely. And it's just really, when you talk about returning to a knowledge that has already been here, it's already been based, and it had vibrational truth to it, and then you look at what we are and analyze what we do today, it's kind of like, a lot of stuff is out of alignment. You don't have time to do anything. You don't, it's kind of like, it is a rat race. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Rat Race, but it's like, it is a big rat race. It's you run into this place, then you run into that place, and it's like you never have time to sit down and kind of be with yourself and kind of understand. There are a lot of things going on that we don't understand, and really there's a small percentage, I say only like 10%, probably less than that, of what's really going on in the world that we really perceive. Okay, you just in your little 10% of a capsule, while the rest of the 90% of the world is out here moving around and things are affecting your life and doing things, and you just like, you know, you have no concern about it. You know what I mean? You watching your network, you know, oh, what time does so and so come on? You know what I mean? You're not worried about anything. Like, when you begin to become concerned about, you know, well, what is it that I really do well? Or what is it that I really like to do? And I want to do this, you know what I mean? You begin to do that. Then things start to make sense and you become aligned. And when you become aligned, a lot of things begin to manifest very quickly. A lot of stuff will make sense to you. A lot of things will come into your alignment. You'll meet people. You'll meet things. Things will come into your network that will help you to kind of lead you there. And that's when we talk about symbols and signs. Signs are really, and symbols are really just kind of clues from your subconscious mind that's telling you, okay, well, you told me you want to, you know, do this as a business. You want to help people, you know, enrich their lives by giving them beautiful hairdos that mean something. You know what I mean? You want to do that. You said that. And so here, boom, now you met this girl at the hair store yesterday. Y'all just ended up, she was in line behind you and this, that, and the other. Start building. Pay attention to these things. Things are not just happening in your life. Nothing just happens, ever. Things are not just happening. And if you believe that life is not coincidental, if you believe nothing in life happens by chance, people will say that. People will say, oh, I don't believe anything happened by chance. No. So you don't believe in coincidences, right? I don't believe in coincidences. I believe life is too purposeful for coincidences. Things happen on purpose all the time. Nothing is just happening just to be happening out here. Things are happening because there's cause and effect, because we're making motions and actions, and there's a reaction to those things. So there you have a continuation and a cycle. But nothing is just happening. So I would ask you, if you really believe, nothing happens by chance, live by that. And really begin to understand what living by that means. You know what I mean? Not just some things don't happen by chance, but everything. Nothing happens by chance. From you sitting at the light and a butterfly flying by the front of your car, or a fly. You know what I mean? These things are not coincidental. Begin to look up what symbols mean. Butterflies are wonderful signs and symbols for transformation, for higher ascension. That means things that you're going through a change. So what were you thinking about when that butterfly flew in front of your car? You know what I mean? While you were sitting at that light. As insignificant as it may seem, begin to pay attention to these little things, because they mean a lot. And then once you begin to kind of put these things together, and even keep a journal. I would suggest keeping a journal of all of these things. You know what I mean? You see these things, begin to write them down. Begin to keep a journal and make sense. Start to make sense of the stuff that's happening around you that you normally don't pay any attention to.
Yeah.
And watch how your life begins to change. Watch how your mind begins to change first, because your mind will be the first thing. You begin to start to notice things, and it's like, oh wow, I never noticed that before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true though. You know what I mean? Symbols are really like representations of things, you know what I mean, that probably will come or already came. You know what I mean? And symbols can be used for a lot of good things, you know what I mean? Like a lot of good things. You know what I mean? Like I have the Sri Lanka on my neck.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Ancient symbols.
I was gonna wear mine today too. I meant to wear mine. I got the heart though. Heart is good too. Heart,
course,
got energy.
All these symbols are really important to our human core. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because like everything is in our human core, basically. You know what I mean? Every symbols we see, like logos, like even somebody that's about to open a business, you know what I'm saying? First thing they had to do is create a logo. You gotta have a representation of that business.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This is a symbol.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? This business idea you have. You know what I mean? That's why symbol is really important. Our ancient known symbols was really good and important, like to understand the universe itself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because the universe, the consciousness of the universe itself, you know what I mean, relate to symbolism. You know what I mean? Secret geometry and all that. So symbols are like, I love symbols, you know what I mean? I really love symbols. Like at first I didn't really know a lot about symbols and stuff like that, symbolism and stuff, what symbols mean. You know what I mean? I said a triangle, well, it's a triangle.
Right.
That's why they taught me a triangle.
But your mind recognized, subconsciously your mind's like, oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. So that's how it is. So by me starting to understand some symbols and stuff like that and shapes and stuff, so by me trying to study more, you know what I mean, I see what this symbol mean, what that symbol mean, you know what I'm saying? So make me more attractive to symbols, you know what I mean? And to secret geometry also. Oh
yeah, and the sacred geometry is huge. That's another thing I would advise people to Google. Google will be your best friend. Now again, you can't find everything on Google, because research does not consist of, I'm just gonna Google this and find out. That's not research. Okay, when you research, you need to research, then you need to research your research, then you need to research your research is research, and then you need to research that research that you research. Research is never ending. You will research
your research.
Hey, you must evaluate your research. And the thing is, really true research, you must research the opposition of your research. If you're going to be a true researcher, you have to look at things that really support what's opposite of what you're trying to do. And that's true research, because most researchers will go and they'll look and they can only look for what's supportive, or what supports their view of what they're trying to, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that kind of research either. But if you're really looking for the truth of the matter, at the bare basics, the bare minimum, there's truth in everything. And then you can learn something from things that don't support what you're looking for as well. And you might find out some clues that might even help unleash some things that you might have been looking for before. So I think a lot of people, and that, again, we talk about fear, that comes from fear. People don't like to, I'm not gonna look at that. Why would I look at that? Like, that doesn't support what I'm doing. And if you're scared, you might find something that you agree with. Like, what are you afraid of?
Around, you know what I mean?
Oh,
they're
yeah.
Scared to, you know what I mean? They might change their belief.
Might change their mind, or it might shake your core. That's why I say when you do anything, always be protected. And symbols have protection. So look up what symbols mean. Like even the colors, yellow. Yellow is a great color for communication. Okay, yellow is a great color for energy, vibrancy, vitality, and life. It's great for that. Black is great for infinity. It's great for power. Black is a great color. It's strong for strength. Black is a wonderful color that you can use to do a lot of different things. Green is the color of the heart. It's the color of the heart's vibrational field. And if we want to even take it a step further, okay, when something happens and they take you to the hospital or they have to come and revive you because your heart is stopped, what do they revive you with? A defibrillator. What does that do? What are they pumping into you though?
The energy.
Electricity, energy. Exactly. Yeah. Yes, they pumping that into you. That's exactly what they're doing. They pumping that energy right into your heart. They're getting that electric spark because your heart is electric. Okay, your whole body is running off of an bioelectric mechanism. Okay, your heart is electric. So think of that. I know a lot of people don't like to think of something like you plug into the wall. We don't need to be plugged in. We are bioelectric. We can work without that, but nonetheless, we are electric. Your heart, your body, there are different things that are going on around your body that affect different things. Even like your phone. Your phone affects it can affect your mood. It can affect the chemistry of your body. It can change a lot of different things. It can affect your subconscious. It can affect the way you receive information. I mean, just because it can interfere with the signal because it's giving off its own electromagnetic signal. So learning to kind of harmonize your body with things that and carry symbols and keep symbols in mind and on your body and in your being and your personal aura, you know what I mean? And your own your aura is your body's electromagnetic realm there. It's your own personal electromagnetic bubble. Okay? That's your aura. And in your aura, you can kind of do however you want. You can match vibration or you can lower vibration. You can rise vibration. It's yours. It's yours to do what you want with it. And to accept or deny any energy is up to you. You know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and pretty much wrap up and conclude what it is that we're talking about today with symbolism and signs. So just a brief reminder as you're going along your day and you're moving around in life, be cognizant and aware of the things that are moving around you, okay? Be cognizant of the things that are happening in your life, people that are in your life, the animals that are in your life, all of these symbols and signs and different things that are interacting with your energy every day. Be aware of those things and begin to be curious about what they mean for you. Now, obviously, some things are a little more personal as far as signs and symbology go. So let's say you see an ant, and an ant for Armando seeing it at a specific time and thought may mean one thing for him, and when I see the ant, it may mean another totally different thing for me. But they might both be vibrations that the ant carries. I know the ant is a builder. I know that the ant is very intelligent. It's very good with architecture and being considered a worker and building, and pretty much just building anything. Entrepreneurial, building, it could be physical buildings, masonry, different things like that. But for the most part, no, the ant is just a builder. It's good at underground building caves, building tunnels. It's a great builder for anything, any way you want to, any path you want to go and divulge in life. So pay attention to the signs that are in your life, okay? Pay attention to the things that are interacting with you. Listen to the different voices that you may hear as you're talking to different people, you know what I mean? Take some of these things that they're saying into consideration. Listen for alignment. Look out for alignment. Look out for things that, are being said around different thoughts that you may be thinking, or different actions that you may be contemplating or taking at the current time. Okay. All of these things are things that you want to take into consideration and kind of be mindful of. Okay. Really just take the time out again to get to know yourself. Know thyself. This is again an ancient rule, ancient law. Getting to know yourself and becoming one with you, so that you know things that make you tick. You know the things that make you run. You know the things that motivate you. You know the things that you hate. You'll be surprised at how many things people don't even know that they don't like.
Yeah, you're right.
Like people don't even know that they don't like certain things. But get to know yourself, all right? Get back into alignment with yourself and knowing what it is that you like, so that you can work towards a more productive and fruitful future for yourself and the people that are surrounding you. And also, I know I mentioned earlier with the mind, body, and the soul, and bringing those things into alignment so that you can carry out numerous different tasks in alignment as one, mind, body, and soul, as one. But you can carry out whatever task you need to help manifest and complete whatever goal or dream it is that you're trying to achieve. So keeping these things, I know they can be small, they can also be large, but just kind of attuning yourself to these things with life, raising your vibration, raising your antenna, so that you are in tune and you're aware of what's going on around you, and that you can make the best move for yourself and for the people that are around you as well. Okay, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, pretty much, man. Like you say, know thyself, know yourself, know what you're capable of doing, know your purpose in life. You know what I mean? And everything else will fall in line. You know what I mean? You have to really vibrate in the right direction. You know what I mean? The right frequency, I would say. You had to, because I feel like when we talk about vibrations, you know what I'm saying, frequencies and energy and stuff like that, a lot of people, you know what I mean, might get confused, you know what I mean, because I'm sure it's not just people that's already awake, you know what I mean, that's following our page or something like that, you know what I mean. There's people that don't even know the basics, you know what I'm saying, that still might be stuck on religion or something like that don't even know where to begin. So basically, man, you have to know your alignment with the universe. You know what I mean? What you align with, then you follow your dream or purpose, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? If your purpose in life is to cook, you know what I mean? You have to cook. You know what I mean? Be the best cook you could be, the best chef you could be. You know, if it's a knowledge seeker, you know what I mean? Seek as much knowledge as you can, you know what I mean, because that's your purpose. So I mean, there's not a bad, you know what I mean, say like a wrong or right purpose, you know what I'm saying, or wrong, unless you killing people, you know what I mean, you causing destructions, you know what I'm saying. So somebody could, like you say before in the previous video, somebody might love to do hair, you know what I'm saying, somebody might love to clean, you know what I mean.
Yes.
So you know what I mean? As long as you know your purpose, your direction, days, you know what I mean, the direction that you have to be going, then you'll be fine.
Well, and that's why knowing yourself is so large, because you won't know your purpose unless you know yourself, unless you know what it is you do well, unless you know what it is that brings you a good vibration, unless you know what it is that makes you smile. You won't know your purpose. So finding those things out first to help build and then kind of pursue your purpose are huge. Okay, so again, with signs and symbols, there is no one size fits all for anybody. We are all different individuals. Yes. Different signs mean different things to me. Obviously there's a template and an outline for different things, but for the most part, different things are going to interact with each of our vibrational bodies differently, because we're not the same people. We don't have the same backgrounds. We don't come from the same experiences, so different signs and different things may mean different things to different people, and that's okay. That's okay. And what you need to do is focus on what it means to you and how it can better you in your life. And if you feel like it's a sign or a symbol, and signs, are used to help navigate. They're used to help show you the way, or show you, don't go this way, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I mean? Listen to the signs. They're trying to show you. Listen to the clues in life. They're trying to tell you how to get to where you need to go or where you want to go in life, and try to align you with what it is that you need to be aligned with once you begin to start awakening to some of the gifts and passions that you have about life. Okay? So we'll go ahead and conclude it like that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Visit us at our website, www.konscious.life, conscious with a K. Don't forget that. And we'll see you here next time on the Conscious Life
You already know.
Network.
All right.
Till next time. Take it easy, y'all.